On March 12, 2026, 7 women lose their home. Not because they couldn't pay the rent, not because they violated civil law, but because they refused to accept the Second Vatican Council. The excommunicated Poor Clares of Belorado, Spain, have already begun packing. Their lawyers will hand over the keys to their 14th-century monastery this Thursday, ending a nearly 2-year legal battle with the Archdiocese of Burgos. Most have already left, only a few remain to finish the logistics. How did a community of cloistered nuns end up here? In May 2024, the abbess signed a 70-page Catholic manifesto declaring that every pope since Pius XII, including John XXIII, Paul VI, John Paul II, Benedict XVI, Francis, and now Leo XIV, was illegitimate. Vatican II, they claimed, was a rupture with true Catholicism. They placed themselves under the authority of an excommunicated false bishop named Pablo de Rojas. The response was swift. Archbishop Mario Iceta excommunicated the 10 nuns who signed the manifesto. Canon law is clear. Schism, the refusal of submission to the Supreme Pontiff, carries automatic excommunication. But 5 elderly sisters, between 86 and 100 years old, never endorsed the declaration. One has since died. The others were transferred to different convents by police in December 2025. For the Archdiocese, this is simple. The nuns freely chose to leave the church. Leaving has legal consequences, explained Carlos Ascona of the Pontifical Commissioner's Office. The nuns occupy church property without right. A Spanish court agreed, ordering eviction in August 2025. The financial picture didn't help. Investigators found the nuns owed more than 42,000 euros in unpaid invoices and nearly 10,000 euros in unpaid staff salaries. They allegedly bought silk sheets, laptops, and even a fighting bull that had to be sold when it couldn't be tamed. They sold more than 300,000 euros in gold bars and claimed pension payments for a nun who died in 2022, continuing to collect her 400 euros monthly until January 2024. When police searched the convent, they found a 17th-century figurine of St. Anthony in a Madrid antique store, apparently sold without authorization. 2 nuns have already returned. Sister Paz and Sister Adriana left the community months ago, underwent a process of conversion, and had their excommunications lifted on Ash Wednesday. They returned as laywomen. If they want religious life again, they must start over. The remaining 7 see it differently. Sister Paloma said in a video this week, "We have suffered and continue to suffer persecution for our faith." Their lawyer argues that when individuals leave the church, the monastery as a legal entity also separates, freeing them from canon law. They launched a website, queremosunconvento.com, seeking donations and property offers. They received about 40 proposals, mostly from rural Spain. A fundraising campaign raised less than $500. One nun, speaking anonymously, told El País, "We have enough to deal with just getting through life." Another said media coverage was full of lies. They now survive by breeding dogs and rely on family support. Their immediate future is uncertain. They'll scatter to friends and family, then temporarily gather at their Orduña convent, though that property also faces eviction. They refuse to go to Dario, claiming demonic influence. 16 nuns began this journey. Now 7 remain, aged 48 to 61. They believed they were preserving true Catholicism by rejecting the council. Instead, they've lost their community, their home, and their canonical standing. 2 found their way back. The others press on, searching for a new convent, hoping to rebuild. The Church's position is legally unassailable, but watching women pack boxes in a medieval monastery they'll never see again, one question lingers. When fidelity and authority collide, who pays the price?